Hey guys, it's REZZED311. I'm on the road right now, so if you hear a big kaboom, it's probably just me crashing. Just kidding, but hopefully not. Anyways, I was thinking about my weekend, and I thought, man, I had a pretty good weekend. And not just because I had finally went out last night, but because I felt like I was surrounded by good people, good company, good talks, good laughter, all the fucking good stuff you want. And I kind of wanted to just talk about being your true self and not having to hide it if you hang around the right people. Sometimes, you're at a party, you're at the casino, or you're here, you're there, and there might be some people you're not familiar with. There might be some people who maybe you have some past drama with, and you're on edge, you're on guard, and you don't know not how to be, but you just have to be a little different than what you really are, And during my weekend adventure, I was with a really good friend. I was with her sister's wife. I saw one of my dad's best friends. I saw one of my cousins right now at the gas station. And every person who I saw, I was like, dang, it was kind of good seeing them, even if it was a small interaction, I enjoyed talking to them, and they kind of just reminded me of who I was, and not what I am, but I feel like maybe I've not been lost, but maybe I've just been occupied, we'll say. Whoops, almost went off the road. But I forgot about myself a little bit. And when I was just doing my weekend recap, I was thinking about that, dang, I had a good time, and I was able to be myself, my true self. I wasn't on edge, I wasn't on guard, I wasn't worried about this person or that person. I was just having a good time. But that's not something that I am only able to do when I go out. I can do that every day if I learn how to do that. I danced around. We did a freaking Soul Train line. Okay. But that was me just having fun, and not because I was buzzed a little bit, because honestly it didn't hit me like how I wanted it to, but because that's just how I am. Naturally, I'm a dancer. I like to go out there. I like to two-step. I like to party. I like to, just not really shake it like that, but, I like to be out there. I like to feel the music. And then just talking to, she's not going to get mad if I say her name, so I'm just going to say her name. Just talking to Martina, I had a good conversation with her, and it wasn't even about anything specific, because we jumped from topic to topic about, I don't know how many topics we covered within only a couple hours of seeing each other, because we had so much to catch up on. But she's someone who I can surround myself with, and I'm not worried what she's gonna think. I'm not worried that she's gonna think I'm being a little bitch for crying or anything like that. I can show her my true feelings, and I can show her my true self, and I know I'm not going to get judged for it. And maybe she'll have something to say, maybe she won't, maybe she'll just be a listening ear. But that's something that we need to realize that we already have, and if we don't have it, that's something you need to find. And I'm not saying go searching for it, but hopefully it finds you, because I don't always want to have to be watching what I say, but sometimes you have to. You can't tell everyone everything. And I'm not saying tell everyone all your business, because that's not good either, but having good people who you can go to, who you can confide in, who you can just talk to when you need a good talk, those are important people that you need. Even if it's your grandma, your aunt, talk to your cat, if you need to, but talk to someone, and maybe be the person that someone else can go to if they need to talk. But I'm getting a little off topic, so back to being your true self. don't forget to be your true self, and don't let your true self start slipping away. Like I said, I'm naturally like, when I'm able to be myself, I'm a little bit louder, I crack jokes, I dance, you know, like, that's just who I am. But I feel like around certain people, or maybe people who I'm not as close to, or people who don't really know me, I'm not comfortable to be that. So I tone it down a little bit. I don't fake the funk, but, you know, I tone it down because I'm just not there yet with you. But make sure, if you do tone it down, make sure to turn it back up to where it's supposed to be. Because, like I said, I feel like I forgot my true self. And when I was having a good time last night, I thought, like, dang, I don't even not recognize myself, but I felt like I hadn't been me in a long time. And not just because I'm a mom now and I got shit to do and there's responsibilities, but I forgot about myself. Like, maybe I lost myself in a way, or a part of myself. And so when I was actually feeling like myself last night, I was like, dang, like, I haven't felt this feeling in a long time. I haven't felt like me in a long time. And it feels good. Like, it feels really good because I'm just being free right now. And like I said, don't let the drugs or the alcohol be what makes you free, because that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying go out and fucking get wasted and now you're yelling around and fucking having a good time. I mean, if you got to do that, just don't do it so much. But what I'm saying is, be free just because that's who you are. Like, try to fight your battles, try to fight your demons, try to fight all the negative stuff you're going through so you can be free, so you can be yourself. Because last night was one of the happiest times I felt in a while. And I'm not saying like, oh, I'm just not happy, but I'm saying like happy within myself. I was happy to just be alive. And that's not something everyone feels, you know? Like, I mean, if you do feel it, good for you. Do a podcast so I can watch it. But sometimes you're just on autopilot, you know, and it sucks, but maybe that's just the routine you get into, you know? So just make sure that you have your people, you have your cousins, you have your friends, you have whoever, where you can let your true self out. And make sure you're not always having to be on guard. Make sure you're not always having to be so protected with your energy. I'm not saying don't protect it, because you do need to watch who you go around, and you do need to watch who you give your energy to. So just make sure you're giving it to the right people, because all that good stuff is going to come back to you. And I feel like, I'm not saying I was doing a good thing so I deserve a good thing, but even with doing these little podcast episodes I'm doing, my intention is pure. My intention is to help someone. I don't care if it's one person, 10, fucking 1,000, you know, whatever the number is. I don't care about the number, because my hope is that I reach someone. My hope is that I reach you. I reach anyone, someone, anything, whatever it is. I hope that maybe my words can help you in any way. And if they don't, then it's okay too, you know? Like, if you know it already, then, you know, good shit, good for you. But maybe I can say something that will help you. And I'm not asking for credit. I'm not asking for recognition, but I just want to help. I'm not asking for anything. Like, I'm asking that you listen to this, maybe, but that's it, you know? And so maybe with all the positive energy I'm giving out, maybe with everything I'm trying to give to other people, maybe it's going to come back to me in a good way, you know? But honestly, helping people and coming up with ideas and this and that, that's how I feel good. So that's something that helps me, because you guys just listening, that helps me, because I'm like, dang, someone listened. And, you know, that's a cool thing, because not everyone listens to you when you talk. You know, you have people who can hear you, but are they listening? Are they taking in what you're saying? When I saw my cousin Paul Moretti right now, he was like, hey, I saw your podcast. And I was like, oh shit, like, that was kind of cool to hear, you know, like, that he's older than me by so many years. He has all his kids. He's been through maybe way more shit I've been through, different shit, and yet he listened to what I had to say. He thought I had something to say. And that's what I'm talking about right there, you know, like, that's something really cool, I think. And I know, like, not too many people are listening or even watching all my stuff yet, but that doesn't matter. Like, I think when I posted the first video with Yahtzee and Rainy, it had like 10 views for a while, and then it got to like 70 something. Now I'm like 100 and some. And if you compare it to all the videos that go around, like all the popular videos that have millions of views, it might not seem like much. But if we focus about maybe those are 100 and some views within the community that saw, that's a lot, because you're telling me that I let this message come out and 100 people who I didn't specifically talk to, they still took something from it. That's a very cool thing. And I know I keep saying the word cool, but I don't want to say bitchin' because I don't want to get flagged for freaking my language, so I'm going to keep saying cool. But, you know, that's a cool thing right there. And I'm getting a little off topic because I do that. I bounce around with my subjects, so I have to keep trying to bring it back. But the main message of the video is just to try to be yourself, to remain yourself. And if you start to lose yourself, try to recognize it, or hopefully someone can come up to you, friend-wise, family-wise, and be like, hey, like, you're not acting like yourself, what's going on? And I'll do another video about, like, friendship and all that stuff, because there's a lot more stuff I can dive into. But this is going to be it for right now. I just wanted to talk a little bit while I cruise. Hopefully the audio is not jacked up because I tucked you guys in my seatbelt, because safety first. But I will see you guys, or hear you guys, or talk to you guys, whatever it is, on the next one. So later. Have a good day. At least try to. It's Sunday. So happy Sunday, fuckers. See you later.